The API catalogue can be found under the Explore and Innovate section in the Lloyd's Developer Portal. This catalogue will grow over time as more and more APIs are developed and released. And now let's click into the Placing API link, and here you will see the information has been split up into two key areas. At the top we have the overview and key information, and this is followed by references. The overview and key information area has been categorized into three key elements. They are the Developer API Overview, Key Details on API, and the Developer Quickstart. The Developer API Overview explains the business context and how we have organized the content of the API Developer Portal using the 6 hexes approach. This approach permeates throughout this portal, and we'll come onto this a little later. The Key Details page provides links to the latest API release, highlighting new features, enhancements, and fixes. Currently, only one version has been listed here, and as we continue to release newer versions of the Placing API, this page will support both new API adopters as well as existing implementers. The Developer Quickstart page includes all the information generally found in a Swagger file. This file is available for download here and also from the Key Details page. On this page, you can also find details of each of the API resources by their HTTP method. For example, if we take a look at the post method for the submission resource, you will see a list of all the classes, the field names, and their optionality for that particular method. In addition to this, we have also included an attributes list, and for each data item, we have specified its data type, a detailed description, its multiplicity, some example values, and any attribute constraints. As you can see, this is quite a long list, and we recommend using the Find function on your browser if you're looking for specific field information. The second key area of information is the References section, and this is where we have a look at each of the 6 hexes. Each of the hexes translates into a model. The business process model contains business process diagrams for submission and quote. These have been drawn using BPMN notation to describe the current interaction between the broker and underwriter and what business tasks can and cannot be achieved by integration through an API. The interaction model contains use cases to support the primary scenarios that a broker and underwriter may take, and in parallel, the sequence of API calls that would be required to fulfill a certain business task. The information model focuses on data within the submission and quote API. It is agnostic to the resources, however, it is an essential building block of the resource data structures. The information model concentrates on the logical model, its data attributes, classes, list of acceptable values, and use of reference data standards. The resource model shows all the available resources in the submission and quote process, as well as who can access them and by which HTTP method. Additionally, this model provides details of data attributes and how the resources can be filtered. The behavior model shows the complex nature of the API rules associated with the data supplied by either brokers and underwriters when sending API requests. Within this page, you can also find the expected outcomes of both positive and negative rules, as well as error messages as part of the API response. And lastly, in the technical model, we have collated a sample set of code snippets with examples and links to repositories to accelerate your start with the Placing API. As you can see, there is a lot of information to familiarize yourself with in terms of the portal design and navigation for documentation. Make sure you check back to this site regularly. Over time, we will be adding more help content to the site to better your developer experience. Thank you for watching.